This video is on how to add integers with different signs, so a positive and a negative, or a negative and a positive. We're going to start by looking at -5 plus +8. So in class we talked about how if they have different signs, what we can do is ignore those two signs and find the difference between the two numbers. I know difference kind of means subtraction, but I'm thinking difference between these are really, it's 3. So my answer should be 3, and then I'm looking at which of these two numbers is further from 0. That's what I want to think about in my head. Luckily I have a number line here. Well, this is only 5 away from 0. That's 8 away from 0. So because 8 is further from 0, we're going to have a positive value at the end. On the number line, I can show this by starting at -5 as the problem's telling me. And then I'll make 8 jumps to the right because it is +8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That lands me at 3 on the number line. So that would be my final answer. I could show this with our model of the number tiles as well by starting with -5. The reds represent negative, and there are 5 of these algebra tiles. And then to this group, because it's saying we're adding, I'm going to add more tiles, and it's telling me to add 8 of the positive tiles. When I look at this, I'm noticing that there are the same number of negative tiles as positive tiles right here. So these would actually be worth 0 altogether. And 0 with 3 left over, well, that would be a value of 3. We can look at another problem where we start with the -11 and add 4 to it. So with this one, I'm thinking, okay, the difference between 11 and 4, that difference is 7. So I'm going to say I have a value of 7. And now I'm comparing -11 to +4. Well, I know -11 is going to be further from 0 on the number line, so my answer at the end should be -7. So let's check this on the number line and see if my thought process works. So I start at -11, which is right here, and then I'm going to move 4 jumps in the positive direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, when I look at that, if that's -5, that would be -6. This is indeed -7. I can show this with the algebra tiles by taking 11 of these negative algebra tiles and then adding to that 11 4 of the positives. So I want to find my 0 pairs. I'm going to line them up. I have a positive and a negative tile in my 0 pairs. And then I'm going to count what's left over after I find all my zeros. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's how we use our algorithms and the models to find solutions to positive and negative addition problems.